That's a really important question. I mean, in terms of measurements and data, I think everyone's trying to work out how you actually measure it in a quantitative sense. But for me, I think it's more about the thinking. So you could have a placemaking experiment that completely fails, but if the people start changing the way they do things and the thinking and getting an understanding, then that's more important. So that you have to break it down. That's maybe 50% of placemaking, because otherwise you can just pay a placemaker to go and do something. Do a Super Yakko engagement session, and you don't have to change anything. You don't change your thinking or understand what placemaking is. You're just basically outsourcing it to someone else who does a pretty good job. So yeah, 50% is the thinking and the culture, and 50% is what you actually see. It could be a change to a space, or community involved in activities, or some of those other placemaking things. So I think it's physical and it's mental. Inglewood on both at night markets, that's a really good example of a community taking a risk, trying to set up something new in Perth where there's food trucks coming down onto a street on a Monday night, because usually people don't go out Monday nights in Perth. So they had to put a lot of hard work into making that concept work, but to their credit, it's been wildly successful, and they get 3,000 or 4,000 people a night coming down on a Monday night in Inglewood. So I think that's a really good example of placemaking in action, and then I'm understanding the mental and cultural side just as much as the physical outcomes.